Hello, this is Peg with Craft Room Stories. Welcome to my channel. I've got some fun things to do today that you can craft along with me. And, there might be a story coming out while we're doing it. I don't know. It's just however way the wind moves me. Okay, so my sister was making these this weekend and showed me, and I thought, oh my goodness, they're beautiful. So we've got, I'm going to hold them up so you can really see. We've got several different kinds, and they're predominantly lace with gems. I love this with the topaz. Oh, so obviously these are fake gems, but and this teal one, oh, speaks to me. Gorgeous green with emeralds. And this one's just a little doily with a pearl center. This is quite heavy and quite, as you can see, bulky. I would put this on the outside of a journal, use it as a closure, glue down some ribbon or something like that, and wrap it around. I think that would be awesome for that. Then here's a small, bright blue with a sapphire looking stone and a pretty butterfly. And then this one has this kind of iridescent type, I think they call that oil spill or something like that, gem. And I just used some sari silk to make a bow because this didn't turn out right and it still doesn't lay right. I may take this off and start all over, who knows, or turn it into something else. But anyway, that's what that is. So I wanted to show you that's what we're going to make today. And it is very simple. It's a running stitch, pulling it tight to gather it, and then, knotting that off and then hot gluing something in it. I have brought along some different fabrics and laces, and I thought maybe we could do some fabric ones. And I've also brought along some different buttons to use, because I think even the shank buttons could be used. You could either sew them on or hot glue them on, whichever way you want to do it. Because you'll have that thread at the end. If you want to sew them, you could. I feel like this, for stability, I would probably hot glue them. But look how cute that button is. No idea where I got it. I think it was like a set, but I think they're so stinking cute. I love them. Anyway, then I have some of these gorgeous, like shell looking buttons. They're probably pretty vintage. If you look at the back, they're pretty old. I found them in a storm shelter in a house we bought, and just love them. Okay, so then there's, some more either shank buttons or whatever, but that are kind of gem looking. They have like gems or pearls. I think these would be great for the centers of them. Varying ones in varying stages of. Here's some gorgeous little, they're not shank, they're those ones with the holes in them. But you turn them over and they're like a little gem. They might be a little small, or you could use them for a smaller one like that size of one, it would be pretty. Okay, so before we get started, then all you're going to need is some thread and needle, some scissors, and some little strips of fabric or lace. I don't even know how long they're going to be. I just kind of sew them until it looks like it's pulled into a circle. And then sometimes you have an accident like this one. It happens. Okay. Before we get started, I wanted to show you, I got at a kind of sale a bunch of these gorgeous cabochons, and they did not have the glass dome tops. So what I did, I took the picture and cut it to fit, and then I used some glossy accents. Can you see that? And what that also does is keep that quite flat to go in a journal or even on a journal. It's pretty flat. It's not going to take up a lot of room. And if you did not want the hanging thing, I think you could clip that off with some of those nippers. But this is the one I made a while back, and I didn't get to show you because it hadn't dried, with the lovely Native American woman. And I got some of these squares and square ones. This one, I even put some of those liquid pearls in the little, they're like little holes, and I put some liquid pearls just to fancy that up. And then I did have some domes, and I put in like these, and I just think they look gorgeous. I don't know if you can see them or if it's too much of a glare. Anyway, I have quite a lot of these, specifically even these shapes. I have quite a lot of them, and I have more than I could use in a lifetime, and I would like to offer them for sale. And I would just love it if you guys would tell me if that'd be something that you'd be interested in, and then I could tell you kind of what kind of price I'm looking for, and we'll work out something. I've got a place where I can get some discount to postage so that the postage is not as bad as it has been. Insane. Okay, so just wanted to show you that. Now my sister even took some of these and put them in the center of the little rows, and I thought it turned out really cute. As you can see, you can do that, and it would be really cute. Let's just see with this one for fun. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Okay, so definitely you could do that. I would probably then take off that little circle at the top. You wouldn't have to. I just am weird and would do that. Now this one is unique. This one was just one of a kind, and so I went ahead and used it because it had an interesting little thing at the back. I'm not even sure how I would work that in, but I'll figure it out because I think it's gorgeous. So I wanted to show you those. If you could tell me at the bottom if that'd be something you'd be interested in, I'll work out some prices, and then we can do a video on it, and you can do screenshots of the ones you want, and you know, just let me know. That'd be awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start, I think we'll start with a fabric one. Love this piece of fabric. And I've already threaded my needle just to save time. So we've got this, and it's just a running stitch. If you're not familiar with sewing, hand sewing, it's really not complicated. You just, and you don't even have to use like, you know, perfect stitches or anything like that. You're just running it back and forth, or some people call it a gathering stitch, because that's what we're doing, is we're going to gather it. If it was flat, maybe it'd be a running stitch. I don't know. I did take home ec when they offered sewing, and they described what all of those stitches were. I don't know, I just do it. So I just get a little bit on there, and we'll probably do 2 of these. I've got a lot to do, like we're gonna really do a lot, but that would be like an hour-long video, and I'm sure you guys don't want to stay that long. And once I've showed you how to do it, it's pretty basic. Now, as I'm talking, I'm trying to think. I don't know that I have any embarrassing stories come to mind right this minute. I do have more, I guarantee that. But how I got started in loving to craft and sew these little things and stuff, my sister and I grew up, we didn't have a lot of money, and so if mother would have like a button box and we'd love to play with it, and she might have scraps of fabric or a sheet that tore up or something like that, and we would get to use that fabric to make Barbie clothes. So that's what we did, because we couldn't afford, you know, store-bought clothes. If somebody bought some for us, we would have them, but we always wanted more. And we wanted some, we loved like Little House on the Prairie and all of those books from Laura Ingalls Wilder. And so we would love to dress our dolls in things like that, and we'd make patchwork quilts for their beds just by hand. I mean, not real, we didn't quilt them or anything. We just, you know, cut pieces of fabric and, you know, basically made like a little 9-patch. I remember my sister made the first little 9-patch quilt. It was so cute. And that went on her Barbie's bed. So that's the kind of things that we did. Now look at that. Isn't that cute? And I love this little frayed edge. I think it just adds to the kind of whimsy of this and everything. So I hope that you will make some of these and enjoy it, and maybe you can share a picture of them. I'm going to post my email. I have not done that previous. I don't know why not. I don't really know, kind of, people post a lot of things on their videos, and I don't, so I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what. Okay, so I think we're going to use that whole piece of fabric to make, and you can gather it as tight as you want. the tighter it is, of course, the smaller the hole, which means that if you're gluing something in, I'll probably cut off that little, that's just too long. When you're gluing something in, it will glue easier because you have more fabric there for it to glue to. Now I'm going to put that on the inside, I think. And I'm just going to pull that tight and go back through that other side, she says. Let me put these together again. Oh, I hope you can see what I'm doing because I can't. Okay, let's get my thread going through there. There we go. And then I'll just pull it through. Good night. What is wrong with me? Okay, and then I will just put a little knot here. I can't seem to get, I think my needle is dull. I have one of those little things that you can poke the needle through and it's supposed to make it sharper. I think I clearly need to do that with this one. Okay, why is this not wanting to go through both sides? Okay, normally it really would not be that hard. I promise you, I have sewed before in my life. I can't get that in there. All right, I think I poked a hole in my finger, but what am I doing? Y'all, this is a lot more tedious than I thought. It wasn't that hard when I made some of them myself, by myself, not on camera. It went just fine. So clearly, it's the fact that I'm on camera and I'm trying to do it quickly and show you how easy it is. Then you're like, that doesn't look easy at all. I don't want to play with you anymore. I get it. Okay, so I'm just going to double knot that. Since I'm probably going to hot glue something in there, I'm not really too concerned. And if you don't like that doesn't match up perfectly, we'll just put a little drop of hot glue on there and make that fit. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot and get that ready for the next one. And get my hot glue ready. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put a little drop there. All right, and I don't mind that little piece is bent back. I kind of like that. I think it looks kind of cute. Okay, now I'm thinking for this one that we definitely want a button. So let's see what we've got. Now, obviously, plain white looks cute. I like that. I like, oh, that's pretty. I really like that. I may have to do one of those. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, and then here's one with 4 little holes. I almost feel like that one needs thread coming out of it. It doesn't, I've done it without, but man, almost everything I put on here I'm loving. This is a weird little button that is just like a knot. That's bizarre. I don't like that. What else have we got? That's okay. That doesn't do it. I really am liking some of these. I think one of these cloth ones, ooh, look at that, y'all. This is like a crocheted button. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling that a lot. I think it's the winner. That is the winner. And this one doesn't have any place to sew it on, so I am going to hot glue this right in the middle. Push that down nice and tight. Now, sometimes I would put ribbon on them like I showed you on those other ones, and sometimes not. We're not going to probably do that today, just in the time frame that we've got. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? I hope you guys like that. And I hope you have a stash of buttons. If you don't, hit me up. I've got a bunch of them, and I'm happy to share. So, look at that. Okay, let's put that aside. Ooh, I'm sorry, I keep looking at that. All right, that's a fabric one. Let's do a lace one. Now, I have got this gorgeous pink lace that I could do with this pink gem. It would be beautiful. I also have this gem. This is actually a button, but look how gorgeous that is. Ugh, I don't know. I also have this piece of white lace. This one, I don't know that is long enough. So I have it in cream, also not long enough. What's wrong with me? Oh, and I also have some eyelet lace. It is gathered, and it has that stuff. So I am not sure how well that would do. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just looking real quick to see. I just think that would end up being so bulky with that. I think I'd have to take that off and maybe find some different eyelet lace. We'll put that aside. Okay, I think we're gonna go with the pink. And now I could do the pink gem, which would be gorgeous, but also I could do that. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. And even that with the little, oh, that's just, ooh, and that. And it's got, oh, that's so cute. I might have to do that one. I don't know. It's so cute. And even like these plain, they're just kind of a pale pink. Look at that. I just love those. Oh, they're connected by a little thing. Huh. I don't know where I got these buttons from, y'all. Okay, let's stop. I heard I was watching a British show where this guy does yard work for people, and he's all, let's stop waffling and get cracking. It just cracks me up. I love the way they talk. I'm so hokey and oaky, you know. I'm not an oaky from Muskogee, but might as well be. Although, shockingly, I was born in California, Sacramento, California. And so I never used to really have an accent. And the longer I have lived in Oklahoma and Texas and near Arkansas, I've just gotten worse and worse. I don't know why. My mother never allowed us to have much of an accent, and she didn't, because she forced herself to talk normal. And when I was a DJ on a radio station, I did not have an accent. And so I just think, really, I'm one of those, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm one of those that picks up other people's kind of talking. If I'm around a British person, I would probably end up talking like them. I know when I have my exchange students here, I end up sometimes saying words the same way that they do. And I don't know why that is, but my husband said he's the same way. We're just bad. Like, we used to work, we met when we worked for $1 rent-a-car. I worked in the European division, and he worked in the travel agency division, and they were side by side. But you talked with people really from all over the world and all parts of the country. So when I would find myself sometimes emulating the accent of whoever I was talking to, and I was like, stop it. You know, and if you said to me right now, do a British accent, I couldn't do one. But, you know, you just pick it up as if I lived there or something, I'd probably start talking like one, and they'd be like, look, you don't really sound like us. You sound like you're an Oklahoman trying to sound like a British person, and it's not working. And they'd just probably mock me. But, you know, well, and I hope they wouldn't take offense, because I don't mean it that way at all. I don't even realize that I'm doing it. I just do. And I'm like, oh, please stop. I even tell myself, please stop. I don't say it out loud. I just say it. You know, if you said it out loud, they'd just be looking at you, right? But I am a nut job, and I realize that. And, oh, isn't that the prettiest little delicate looking, oh, I don't know if this one can take a button. This lace might require a gem. I'm not sure. I mean, the colors looked really good together, but this is so delicate and pretty, I feel like it almost requires a gem. I don't know. When we get it done, we'll hold them up there and see which one's the best. And of course, I wish I could hear you talking to me, and you'd be all like, don't put that one, put the other one, you know. But it's not like I can't make another one and put the other one and have both, right? Why do we do that? Why do we like, oh, it has to be this or that? It's not going anywhere. It's just going in my stash. I talked to my sister about, you know, possibly making some things like this to sell if people would not want to do the tediousness of, you know, the needlework themselves, and that we could have a little shop. Like, I've seen that coffee shop. It's called Coffee. I think it's pronounced coffee, but it's spelled like Kofi. But I was looking at that today, and I thought maybe we could have a little shop. I don't want to do Etsy, because I know a lot of people do Etsy, but Etsy takes like all your money. So if you're trying to give people a discount, you can't do it with Etsy, because they'll take all your money and you won't make any money. The people will get a discount, but you won't get any. So I'm not dogging Etsy. I shop from there still, but because I do appreciate homemade things, and digital work. I can't do the digital papers and stuff like that. That's not my talent. And so, okay, I think we're getting enough here. Let's pull this together. Good grief, what is wrong with me? And see what we've got. Have we got a circle? That's what we want. I think we do. So then I'm going to go ahead and cut off this extra piece so it's not like just getting in my way, and put that aside. Anyway, if you guys would let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in something like that. I love to make the stuff to go in the journals. I don't as much like putting the journals together because I always feel like I'm doing it wrong. Okay, what is wrong with me? I'm trying to get this together, y'all, but I am fiddly. I feel it. Okay. Every time I pull it tight, it like keeps loosening itself. Stop. Okay, I'm going to go through this side before oh, y'all. I know you're like, please stop. Stop doing that. This one's really hard for some reason. Okay, let's get that in there and get that pulled. Because you can continue pulling it once you get it in there, and I forgot that I should do that. Okay, and then I'm going to go back through the other side. Ouch. If you poke yourself and bleed all over the fabric, that's a bad thing to do. Don't do it. I don't recommend it. Nobody wants to buy your bloody lace things. Okay. What is wrong with me? This is so fiddly, y'all. Okay. Okay. There we go. And now I think I can better put this knot in before you guys completely lose the will to keep watching. So, if you guys grew up like my sister and I with making, you know, things out of nothing, let me know. I'd love to hear your story of how you craft, or why you craft, or if you craft, or if you just like watching people craft, if it's peaceful. I find it peaceful to do. It saves me from having to go to therapy. So, I like it. And sometimes I just like finding the crafts to buy, because you're like, ooh, I can make something out of that. I can make something out of that. I'm not a hoarder, but okay, here we go. And I don't know which side is the right side. I think it's that one. Okay, now look. Okay, we have the pink gem. Oh, the pink gem, which also looks good on there, but it wouldn't necessarily have to be. Now, I could swear to you that I got out a clear one, and I don't see it anywhere. But here's the, ooh, guys, I don't know, but that makes it look so antique. What do you think? I love that because it has little roses all the way around it. That one looks real pretty on it. Let's just for kicks see what another color. Even that looks gorgeous. Okay. Ooh, and I love a pale green. That looks gorgeous too. Stop it. Okay. I'm probably gonna do either this one. That one looks cute. It does still look cute, y'all. Look at that. Oh, I don't know. Let's just keep it pink and do that, because I don't know. I know I'm going to do a pale pink journal. It's in my... I'm collecting things to do pale pink and black. I just think that is so pretty together. And I've done a gorgeous little tag. That's what made me want to do it. I was like, okay, I have to do a whole journal like this. It's gorgeous. So that's on the radar. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just press that down. I'm going to turn it over and press this as flat as I can get it. Of course, I'm going to have glue threads on all over my hands, but that's okay. Now, what's interesting about this is I've left that shank there, so you could sew this on to something. Oh, nope, don't do that. You could sew this on to something if you wanted to. I don't know what, but I'm loving that. Can y'all see that? Oh my goodness. I love it. This is a pale pink. I don't know if that's showing up on there or if it just looks cream, but it is a pale pink, as is that pale pink with white polka dots. Okay, I love that. I'm not going to keep you much longer because, I mean, that is, I brought all this stuff. Like, I was really going to do this many. No. I will do that many, but I will not make you watch me do that many. So, okay, the glue threads. They're just collecting on me. Okay, so please let me know in the comments if you would be interested in buying some cabochons or buying something like this, and we could work out a really good price on some things. And let me know if you like these little things that my sister, we think she came up with it. Somebody else probably has done it before us, but she was just doing it, and I was like, well, I don't remember seeing one of those. That doesn't mean they weren't there. We didn't invent the wheel. Anyway, have a lovely day, and thank you for joining me today. Hugs to all of you.